G'day folks, Tony again here for more Star Control 2. Hi ho, it's back to Earth we go, but we are going to swing by Gamma Mensae on the way there in the hopes that we end up picking up some more stuff that we can carry back and sell when we return to Earth. So that we've got even more in the bank that we can use for other groovy things. Right, and after we get there and we get some money, I think we're going to have to just eyeball and make sure that the Pekunk aren't heading back in the wrong direction. And then I think it might be worth going to have a chat, potentially with the Siren, because I think we're nearby to where they are in Betelgeuse. And if we can swing by there on the way back to Earth, then maybe we'll have something to say to them now that we've had a conversation with the Mycon about Juffo Up and about what they do to make planets more appealing and habitable to them. But until we get there, we have things to collect. We have a telluric world. Looks like there's some valuables down there. Oh, there's definitely valuables down there. If we have all those biologicals, this is absolutely worth our time because we are going past a couple of large planets where we'll be able to, large suns where we'll be able to get material from, oh, look out, from the Melnorm. Where did that moving one go? Here it is up here. Looks like it is capable of damaging us. So it's the lightning here that we've really got to watch out for. We are running short on folks. We don't have that lightning protection yet. In fact, I think it's the next thing that we're going to be purchasing. So I guess it's somewhat ironic that we're losing people to it as we try and collect all of these things. Ow. More things. Give me all of the data. Thank you. Still doing all right for damage there at the moment. That's what I'm talking about. Fairly easy to hit them when we're right on top of them, but I'm assuming that means that we're also getting potentially more chance of losing folk. But that seems to be happening with startling rapidity already. We're not quite full yet. I'm assuming these gigantic things fill things up a fair bit. No, not as much as I expected. So I'm not entirely sure what dictates how much a biological takes up when you kill it. It certainly doesn't seem to correlate exactly with scale on the map. Should be able to pick up one more. That means we're full. We're fortunate there. We nearly lost that craft. Oh boy, can we get away without getting struck by lightning this time? Yes, we can because we're rad. Good times. All of those biologicals are very much things that I appreciate collecting. Those Melnorm sure have a lot of cool stuff. They're essentially the tech tree for the game. Class 6 tectonics. I mean, if it's mainly earthquakes, then perhaps we'll be all right. Let's find out. Okay, earthquakes. We do have some weather events here as well. That's fine. These ones are fairly quick and straightforward to kill, so hopefully this collection will be fairly straightforward. Lightning strikes, not good. I don't actually know if moving around makes those more or less likely to happen. Oof, lots of earthquakes though. So try and imagine just how quickly we would have died in this kind of environment in the earlier stages of the game. So there's some very direct and explicit gating of what's possible. And it does feel pretty groovy to be able to skill up in these areas with better tech and collect more things, even though it's kind of the same hamster wheel, yeah? Nonetheless, it does feel like progress. And it is interspersed and breadcrumbed with a variety of sort of ship combat, exploring the galaxy, dialogue conversations with strange alien races, and some sort of lore progression. All right, Gamma Mensae, Planet 1. Bring it on. An Azure world. No biologicals, boo. Thought we were on a roll there. So certainly those planetary encounters have knocked our crew around a little bit. Still plenty left over though. It's a fairly typical Starship Captain approach to human life, I'm sure. Selenic world, probably not a lot going on here. Correct. Called it. I'm an old hand at this galactic exploring now. Nothing can surprise me. I'm trying to jinx it. Little red planet. Perhaps the Mars of its system. An infrared world, sure. We have not seen any energy readings on anything for a real long time. Why is that option there at all? Excellent question. Presumably relevant at certain points of the game, most of which we have yet to encounter. Oops. My apologies, dear viewers. I have a cold at the moment, and had been hoping to avoid coughing and spluttering in your ear, and then I done goofed. Going to try and make sure that this is a shortish episode before I start going all croaky again. Oh, look at all these moons. So 4 at least giant moons in the Galilean style of Jupiter. Pellucid world with some delicious exotics. Should be quick in and quick out. Yum. Definitely good bang for buck on that one. I wonder if that means the other purple moons are also going to have a bunch of grooviness. A dust world covered in dust. And no biologies. Trying to imagine, super dense. Trying to imagine what this game would be like if you could, more biologies. If you could come into a system and do an at-range scan. Would certainly speed up the pace of the game, but I wonder how many star systems you would end up ducking into, doing a quick scan, taking a look at it, and just noping your way out of there. That would seem like an awful amount of content to be creating, and then not having people bother with. Of course, the flip side of things is the time sink required, given the way that this game currently operates, to fly around to everything, scan everything, land on things, collect things. It is part of the game's core loop. And at the risk of sounding like a broken record, it is absolutely worth remembering that this game came out some time ago, and the value proposition in terms of time invested to entertainment return, with the marketplace for games being quite different. Good, 20, 25 something years ago is quite some time. All right. I think we're nearly done for this system, which means we'll be on our way to Betelgeuse. Another super dense world. I wonder if it's also going to have biologicals on it. Not this time. Very good. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's just fly away from the sun a little bit To check, yes, I believe we have been to all those things, so that's good to know. There's Beta Mensae, Alpha Mensae. Where was Betelgeuse? There it is up there. Where should we go first? I think we might go to Betelgeuse directly, because it is on the edge of Ur-Quan territory, and I imagine that has the potential to move or expand. The Pekunk is still stationary, but we'll go here, and then we'll, I guess, start having a look around some of these other ones down here. Because our overall objective is still to head back to Earth. We only have half of the crew left on the Dank at the moment. So if we overstay our welcome, it's going to make our quite nimble behemoth of a battleship less effective. Possibly another Slylandro coming in. Does seem to be moving fairly rapidly. All right. Betelgeuse, Betelgeuse. Won't say it 3 times, you know what'll happen. And here we have the Cyrene station. Hello again, pleasant human. It warms me to greet you again. Sure. I mean, that's an option, I guess we'll say. Don't you ever get lonely? Ha ha ha. Don't worry about us, Captain. We make out all right with just us females. I guess there's nothing there until then, Earthling. Nothing there about the Mycon. I guess we haven't quite cracked that nut yet. But it certainly did seem to indicate that that we were onto something. So let's head down to another one of these stars in the Mensae constellation. Probably enough there to avoid that ship from catching up with us immediately. In fact, how about we try and do this now while the Dank has more crew, so that it's presumably a little less risky. I don't think there's going to be anything that's changed here. Do we have any other options? No, we don't. So here we go. They're going to attack us again. We're going to shoot at them with the Dank again. Doesn't take very long when they fly directly into the path of our cannons. Says more money for us, which is good. And let's continue to Alpha Mensae. All right. Now, we may or may not have been here before. I don't actually remember. But fortunately, there's not a lot of planets to check here. Just do a quick duck in, a dust world. That's great. Nope. If there's nothing here, I think we will head via one of those supergiant stars, talk to the Melnorm, and pick up some more money, cash money. I'm suspecting that we've possibly been here before. The game, of course, doing nothing to track this sort of thing. This doesn't look... Whoa, look out. Doesn't look promising. If this 4th moon is also a complete dud, then off to Earth we will go. Purple. Beautiful. That's a dud. All right. So a Beta Vulpeculae. I don't believe we've been here before. I believe that it was Z-Man here that we went to last time. So that's fine. It also occurred to me that we should probably save this game. So let's do that now. Just in case. All right. Taking the real short route through the middle of all the zooms. Go Captain Clapton. What a wise choice. So nothing on the hyperspace map, although there is a big cluster of stars here, all kind of in a formation. That's interesting. What do we have here? There's a green star, which seems a little odd. Presumably some Melnorm here. Yes, there are. Hey, how's it going? Let's do some trading. I must warn you, Captain. This is the time of the month we Melnorm drive exceptionally hard bargains. Beware! Your present balance is 15 credits. Not for long. I'm going to sell you some stuff. I have some items I would like to sell. Alien life forms. Ooh, 253 units gives us 506 credits. That's 2 credits per thingamajig. It's pretty good. So let's make some purchases. And I'm going to keep getting more tech. Give me tech. Tech. Okay. Improvements to your planet landers which make them resistant to inclement planet weather. I would like to buy that tech. A little superconductive spray paint, and presto! Your lander can sustain a direct hit by a lightning bolt. Without crisping the passengers inside, usually. That would have been handy about 10 minutes ago. Since the job is so easy that a nymph could do it, I expect all your landers will be treated in less than an hour. Good times. Your present balance is 371 credits. The technology we are now offering is everything you need to know to assemble. Modifications to your planet landers which make them resistant to planetary hotspots. The fire trails! Yes, give me that. I hate those fire trails. With these new ablative plasma heat shields, your crew will be substantially safer on hot worlds. But like all our lander modifications, this protection is not perfect, so remain cautious. Sure, since the changes to your landers are straightforward, your landers should be fitted with the heat shields by the time you return to your ship. Your present balance is 221 credits. Tell me what's next. The technology we are now offering is plans for building Hellborn cannons, a weapon much more destructive than a simple blaster. I would like those Hellbore cannons, thank you. Captain, just a suggestion. Hellbore cannons are energy gulpers, so unless you want to have a long delay between shots... Go on. I would suggest you add dynamos or even Shiva furnaces to your ship. I don't even know what Shiva furnaces are. Oh, look at that. We'll get to that in just a moment. Your present balance is 71 credits. I don't think that's enough to buy the next thing. The technology we're now offering includes details on how to develop the Shiva furnace modules we were just discussing. You know how to upsell. These units generate energy for your combat batteries. Twice as fast as your standard dynamos. That sounds great. I can't afford them right now, sorry. Can we get any information? Tell me some things about current events. Oh, we don't have enough. What about that one? Nope. Alright, let's get ourselves out of here. And I think it's been a pleasure dealing with you too. Seeing as we are in the system, typically the planets in the systems that the Melnorm are in do tend to have groovy stuff on them. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Whoa, look at that. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case. Some biologicals right about now would be nice. Oh boy. Looks like that's a prime opportunity for you to test all the groovy stuff that you've presumably just bought from the Melnorm. No, I didn't want to talk to you. Why did you try to run down that keel of a Risi vessel? What are you talking about? You almost smashed it into flinders. What? You didn't see it? Surely you... Oh, never mind. Your present balance is 71 credits. Now what can we do for you today? Haha, you're trying to fake me out. I look forward to my next visit too, although I would prefer it to be at a time of my choosing. Let's check out this moon. Opalescent world. It has some opalescence on it. It has many things on it by the looks of it. Energy readings, biological readings. Ugh. Kind of need to go into our manifest and sell some of these things, otherwise we're not going to have enough space. So I'm just going to kind of vamp over the top here a little bit. I don't even know if I'm getting rid of things that I don't need to get rid of, but we're still going to move it down to 300 and we're going to see how that goes. That worked out well, didn't it? Let's dispatch and we'll go down here and we're going to pick up, firstly, all the colourful looking things. Oh, they definitely want us to take advantage of the cool tech that we have now. What a terrifying planet this appears to be. Still need to keep an eye on the health of folks though. Nearly got a full load. Oh boy. There's another green to pick up, so we're going to go and pick up this green dot. Then we're going to try picking up one of the other ones because I suspect that they're common. Arsenic? Maybe not, I don't know, but we emptied out a whole bunch of our stuff before, so we're going to fill it all up again now. Losing a few folk here and there. Cost of doing business. So close. One more to go. Can we make it before everyone perishes? Yes, we can. Well done, team. All right. Definitely worth a save game again. There we are, and we're going to head back to Earth. Presumably, we're going to have plenty to sell, plenty of money to make. So that ghosted area there is how far we can travel with our current fuel. So we definitely want to be making our way back there now. We could buy more fuel from the Melnor, but that is not a good use of credits to get cool tech. Go, Dank, go. So we're definitely going to have more than enough money to do a few upgrades to the Dank itself, but we still don't have an awful lot that we can spend on ships because we don't have a lot of different ships that we can actually make. Presumably we're going to have a whole glut of things that we're going to have at our disposal when we get some more people to sign on to the new Alliance of Free Stars. And seeing as the Zokvot pick have been destroyed, we saw them disappear from the star map, I don't even know if we're going to be able to build their ships anymore, so maybe that's something to check out as well. Still, we're managing quite well with just Earthling tech, definitely because we upgraded the Dank fairly swiftly to be maneuverable and now definitely turning into a bit of a combat powerhouse. All right. Hey, Starbase Commander. I hope the battle fares well, Captain Clapton. I've been waiting to inform you of a new situation. Oh, cool. I have somber news. Uh-oh. For weeks now, we have been scanning space in the direction of the Tukane stars, hoping to hear some word from our Zokvot pick allies. With no success, we must assume that something grave has happened to them. We did receive an alien broadcast, however. It rang through space like an electronic howl. I think the best way to describe it would be exultant. Interesting. Commander, I have minerals to offload. The Dank's cargo manifest lists that, and also that. More fuel for the fire indeed, Starbase Commander. But I have some restocking to do. I will blow up an Ur-Quan for you when I happen to run into them again. So you know how this works, folks. Fueling up. That'll take us all the way to 160. And we'll recrew. And then we'll come back here and we'll see what else we can get. Actually, I'm going to do this while I remember. It's the planet landers. We were a couple short, and now we're not. So we've still got full crew and everything there. Earthling cruisers are indeed the only thing that we can build anymore. So now that the Zokvot pick are gone, we're back down to the wonderful variety of building more Earthling ships. We certainly don't need to do that. So let's see what else we have here in terms of modules. High efficiency fuel systems. Actually, we should probably build some of those because it's going to take up less spaces than our current fuel tanks. Fusion blasters, hellbore cannons, there we go. And an ATS system. I don't even remember what that is. And I assume that we haven't built any. We have some point defenses there. Okay. So let's try removing some modules then. We're gonna... Can we remove the fuel tanks? We can't because they're full. Oh, that's a bit daft. Alright, so there's a dynamo unit. Let's just sell a couple of them so that we can put in some of those high efficiency fuel systems. So we'll plonk one there. And we'll plonk one there. That means we can then sell the other ones. Sell all those things and free up a whole bunch of space. That means we can then refuel as well, which is also handy to know. So all the way up those ones go. Oops. That was a bit silly. Okay, so we don't need any more fusion thrusters or turning jets. We don't need any more crew pods. We don't need any more storage bays. In fact, I was thinking of getting rid of one of them, but we'll get back to that in a moment. We've got our high efficiency fuel systems. We're possibly going to put in some hellbore cannons. An ATS system. I wish I knew what that was. I don't think it's going to tell us any information about them, but let's plonk one of them down. Because I guess it's going to be better to have one than not. And I do want to replace those dynamo units because we got rid of them. And let's remove both of the both of the fusion blasters, and we will replace them with hellbore cannons because we can afford it. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes the next time we're in combat. And I really will have to look up what an ATS system is. So let's depart the starbase. And let's just move away a little bit so that I remember kind of what we're doing. Because that is all the time that we have for this part of the Let's Play. We're going to have to come up with a plan for what we're doing pretty swiftly. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when other episodes are released. And please tell a friend if you think they might enjoy this or any of the other things that we've got on the channel. And come back again soon for more Star Control 2.